I don't know if I'd trust that to make me sterile.
Ask the Hosts, episode 39. I'm Joe, and it's just me for the intro, but don't worry, there'll be other hosts along soon. The idea of the show is very simple. You send in your questions to us, show@askthehost.com, and we answer them. The catch is that can be about anything except Linux and open source. Before we get going, just a thank you to everyone who supports us with PayPal and Patreon. We really, really appreciate that. And remember that people who support us on Patreon get these episodes 2 weeks before everyone else. The first couple of questions then are with Jim from 2.5 Admins, Gary from Hybrid Cloud Show and Linux After Dark, Félim from Late Night Linux, and Shane, special guest from Linux Lads, returning. Although, truth be told, we just did one massive recording session that I've cut up. So we only recorded once with Shane, but you're hearing him again here. And again next time, actually. But anyway, the first couple of questions. Sam asks, what's your favorite emoji?
Thinking face.
Jesus Christ.
Thinking face, was that you thinking about what your favorite emoji is or your favorite emoji?
Actually, my favorite emoji.
The single emoji that I use most commonly is the upside down smiley face, because I find it's the best way to get people not to take whatever you said in a way that they're going to get all upset about it when you didn't want them to. So I use that one a lot to lighten the tone.
I just get confused when I see that, Jim. I have no idea what that actually fucking means.
It means whatever you want it to mean.
Or are you Spanish secretly and you have to put an upside down one at the start of the sentence and a right way up one at the end of the sentence?
That's a fabulous idea, and I'm probably going to do that now. But no, it just means this is silly. Don't take it too seriously. But my favorite is actually a combination of 3 emojis. The flagon of beer, the guy in the cowboy hat, and the thumbs up. You put those in the right order from left to right, and you've got the little cowboy guy holding out a beer in one hand and giving you a thumbs up in the other, and I enjoy that.
That's fun.
One I use the most is probably smile face, but I like the one sucking through the teeth, you know, the
grimace.
Yeah.
I think I either use the shrug one or the sweat smile one the most.
Now see, the shrug one sucks. Go back to ASCII for that. You can't beat the shruggy. When you want to convey a WTF, mate, you got to have the ASCII text shruggy.
Yeah, well, that's a pain in the ass to type.
Yeah.
Especially on a phone keyboard.
It's on your phone keyboard. You just have to know how to get to it. Apple and Android both have an ASCII emoticon section. You just have to click over to it when you're in the emoji library.
But I've got to click 3 things to speak to a different emoji keyboard, and yeah, I'm not doing that. That's too much effort. I can just go to the most recently used emoji. That's fine. The sweat smile one, I don't really know why I use that one so much, to be honest. There are occasions where it fits, and therefore I send it, but I don't know why it fits.
I don't know what it means.
Haha, it's all gone well. Oh, fuck. I think.
Yeah, that's kind of when I use it.
I don't understand how you don't know what that means. My immediate response is to try to explain it. And I'm like, if you don't understand that, then what do you understand that I can use to explain the sensation of I'm laughing, but I'm a little nervous at the same time? Or I'm laughing, but I know this is a little bit embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very subtle.
I have one that I use with my wife, and it turns out they also use it in Quebec. And I put a crucifix and then a bucket and a bucket. And it's mercy buckets, as in taking the piss out of mercy beaucoup, which they do there. Because we just shorten it down to 2 buckets. We just go buckets, because thanks for doing that. And the response to that is, in French, de rien. But if you spell it badly and pronounce it like an English fool, it's de rain. So we just put a rain cloud then after that one.
De rien, you Philistine.
Yeah, whatever. French.
Well, I'm looking through my recently used ones, and heart and kiss with a heart. That's obviously from talking to my wife.
Sure it is.
Grimace and laughing emoji, upside down smiley one. I use that quite a lot. But I think my favorite is the 100 emoji, because it's just it's just such a simple way to say I agree with you, or definitely, or whatever.
Well, if it was definite, it would be 110%, because that is the maximum percent that anything can be.
Well, I did see, I think there's a sticker in Telegram, which is 1,000. It's that same font.
No, that's silly.
With the lines under it.
No, that's 890 too much.
Fair enough.
I'm also quite a fan of some of the emoji remixes. where people will combine more than one emoji into like a singular whole. Like there's one that's a combination of like the red-faced angry emoji, but also it's clutching like the little heart to its chest, like the Facebook hug reaction. So you have this angry emoji that's like clutching a little heart to itself. And I'm like, that frequently feels like it expresses how I feel about the world. There's another version of that where it's the angry face and it's doing the like, you know, the crying, laughing thing with the big mouth and the teeth. And there's a heart. It's like everything all at once. And yeah, I like that one.
Oh, the yay emoji. Yeah. Like these are like the Rage Comics kind of emojis. Those are like custom emojis in Slack or whatever.
Jimmy asks, what is your favorite vehicle? Plane, train, or automobile?
Well, it's clearly planes because they are fucking awesome. And I don't mean those shitey fucking transport ones. I mean afterburners and propellers and guns and yeah, awesome.
I suppose it depends on for what purpose. For just purely getting somewhere, a train, because I just want to sit and watch the world go by. If I need to go far, clearly a plane is the best option. For messing with and using as a hobby, clearly cars are the best option.
I'll take a hobby airplane if somebody wants to buy it for me. I mean, yeah.
Well, purely from a practicality point of view, I don't have the space for an aeroplane in my garage.
That was not part of the question. You can have a hangar anyway.
I mean, planes are cool.
Motorcycle. It's both practical and fun.
That's just a two-wheeled car.
Sounds like somebody who's never ridden a motorcycle, but sure.
And they're also death traps.
Well, anything is a death trap if you're not paying attention. You can rely on 4,000 pounds of armor and hope that keeps you safe, or you can pay attention and duck the idiots that are trying to run into you. Or I suppose you can be one of the idiots running into other people, but I never personally considered that an option, so...
I agree with Félim. Planes look cool, and when I'm on a plane, I always imagine, what if I was one of those like Saudi kings or whatever, and I could deck this plane out any way I wanted? That'd be amazing. Like. And trains are more relaxing to travel, to actually go somewhere. They're nice. You can just sit there, and in France, they have TGVs with like restaurant cars. You can have a beer and a sandwich and just watch the world go by. It's amazing. And cars, I drive, and I like driving, so I like the independence of driving. So I don't know. If we're just talking about going from A to B, trains.
The wastefulness of planes kind of ruins much of the potential enjoyment for me.
I hate the whole plane experience because, I mean, you can say, oh, planes like fighter jets and everything are really cool, but the reality of interacting with planes, you know, traveling on them is just a nightmare with the whole airport thing, security, waiting for your slot to take off, and then you land and you're stuck on there. Everyone stands up before they should and fights their way off.
Oh, that pisses me off too.
Planes are just a nightmare.
Yeah, I think I've learnt to tolerate air travel. Like, I quite enjoy getting to the airport and sitting down and having a beer and grabbing a coffee. That's fine. But you're right, like, any more than 2 hours into a flight, I'm just clock watching. When's this thing going to end? If it's a long flight, I can't sleep. I just get frustrated. I tried taking melatonin a few months ago on a flight back from the US, and all that happened was I just got really angry at everyone around me because I was tired and still couldn't sleep. Planes are cool to look at. Like, I remember a few months ago sitting in the lounge at Houston, watching the planes. That was pretty cool. Just watching the planes whilst getting drunk was a fun experience. But as soon as I then had to get on the flight home, it was just tedious.
Well, dropping my wife off at Heathrow, we started going to the long stay car park with the free bus rather than having to pay like £6 to drop her off. And then when I go and pick her up, I'm waiting around for, 20 minutes, half an hour sometimes. And where that car park is right by the runway. And you just see all these planes taking off or sometimes landing. And it is truly awesome to see these massive metal beasts just go in the air like some sort of bird. It's just mind-blowing. So yeah, I get your thing, Félim, about them being really cool, but when you actually have to be on one, although the secret is just to get really, really drunk if you can.
The Columbia Airport is only about 5 miles from my house, and I have literally recreated the Top Gun scene where Maverick races the jet, leaving the runway on his motorcycle. More than once.
Is this you and your electric moped?
Well, that electric moped is quicker to 60 miles an hour than anything you own, and very likely anything that you've ever been in, so sure.
I don't doubt it for a second, but still, I get to rub that in.
Well, I love my 10-year-old car, is the bottom line. It's like a home away from home for me, and I just drive everywhere.
Cars are like hammers. Come on, they're boring. That wasn't the question. The question wasn't, oh, you're all traveling and idly by. It's what is cool. It's a fucking fighter plane with jets fucking shooting out the back and bullets shooting out the front.
Yeah, but driving is cool. I love driving. You know, when you're in the
wasn't
flow.
The question.
Yeah, but like, it's just an aside, you know? It's just the act of driving is cool.
Everybody else is talking about their lived experience, and Phelim's over there just like getting all excited about fantasy bullshit he will never ever do, has never done.
You're kind of like a 10-year-old who like had a Red Bull or something. It's like, yeah, fighter jets, yeah, monster trucks, yeah.
I bet your favourite arcade game growing up was Afterburner, where you get to sit in and the whole thing like moves around, Félim.
We didn't have moving arcades back in my day, don't you know? But there was definitely one that had a jet in it, but I seem to remember it had a crazy computer board on it as well, like these crazy double risk systems and crazy amounts of memory for the day, and it actually, I don't know whether it used sprites or whatever. Anyway, sidetrack.
Afterburner was absolutely around in your day, Félim, because it was around in mine, and I'm 54.
Oh, well, we must have had a bit of a knocked down, shitey Irish version of it there. They didn't send any of the hydraulics over. I know they'd be stealing those. We'll just give them the one that they sit on a wooden bench. Like,
I will say, as far as public air travel goes, I actually do enjoy a lot of it. But honestly, it's just because it's a hole that I can crawl into and pull in after me. And like, it's stressful making a next flight. Like when you got a layover, like I'm stressed until I'm literally in the terminal ready for the flight, the next one that I have to catch. But once I'm there, I can just turn my phone off or not. I can see the emails come in if I want to. I don't have to respond. Fuck you. I'm in the airport and on airplanes all day. So it is just many, many hours in a row of absolutely no responsibility that I can, if I choose to, eat a funny gummy and listen to podcasts or watch movies or read books and just not give a damn.
I wish they had like those cube hotels in Japan, but it was like a mobile one that you could like check into the airport the night before and they'd ship you in the box and just get you on the plane. You'd wake up on the aircraft going, oh, hey, I'm here and I'm on the way. Job done. I fucking hate waiting to get on a plane. It's like, come on, I gotta get on this thing.
Why can't you talk about air travel without making it about some shit you've never actually done, Félim?
When we first got married, my wife and I had very different approaches to the airport. And one of the things that she would do that frustrated me, and in fact still does, that really frustrates me, is she will go and sit at the gate and wait for the entire line to go through past the agent before she stands up. Oh, and I just can't do it. I cannot be relaxed enough to watch everyone queue for the plane, everyone get on, and then just stand up and walk over.
There's already so much faffing and people not paying attention and slowing down the whole works that, yeah, no, that's not going to be me. I will be standing and ready before called.
But the one thing that I've never understood is paying extra for early boarding. I want to pay extra for being the last person on the plane. I want to, like, delayed boarding.
You want to have no space to put your hand luggage. Two people sitting in front of your chair.
You must like being forced to gate check your baggage.
Well, I only ever take a backpack on the plane unless I'm paying for checked luggage anyway. So that just goes under the chair in front of me. I don't care.
I don't know what chairs you've got in your planes, but my backpack ain't fitting in the chair in front of me, that's for sure.
I can barely fit my feet in front of me.
That's because I just refuse to fly with those shithole third-tier airlines. I'm not flying with Ryanair or any of those. Not doing it. Give me a real airline.
I don't think I've encountered anything that you're describing as a real airline because they're all garbage in the ways we've been talking about in my experience.
Right, so now a question with our Shane from Hybrid Cloud Show, Allan from 2.5 Admins, and May from Linux After Dark. Mike asks, if you had to live in a super cold, icy climate or in an extremely hot one, which one would you choose? Humidity and day lengths are up to you. For example, you can have a super cold option with perpetual equinox and constant rain.
Who the hell would choose that?
It's a very specific question. But hot, surely. Extremely hot and dry with nice long days, nice mild nights.
So I generally like to run cold rather than hot, but I agree with you, Joe. The only example I can refer back to is like I was in Death Valley when it was about, I think it was, there's a thing you can stand next to there, which tells the Fahrenheit degrees. It was like 118, which I guess is like, high-ish 40s. And that was the hottest I've ever experienced. So it's like the wind is blowing and it feels like a hairdryer is blowing in your face. But it's still quite functional and not that annoying to exist. It's really hot and aircon's awesome. But like even at night, you could go out and just explore in your shorts and t-shirt. There was a swimming pool. It wasn't heated. You can jump in and just look up at the stars. Like it's quite good. Whereas if I was somewhere cold, it's like you got to do multiple layers every time you go out, and that's kind of annoying, and you get kind of damp and wet constantly, which kind of sucks. Like my wife describes her childhood in Russia, and it just seems like a ball ache to basically go anywhere and do anything, which sucks. So I'm with you on the keep it hot, and I would probably be more of a night owl and just try experience as much of life as possible at night.
Yeah,
in the heat.
Yeah, well, where I live, I kind of get both already. So, you know, the winter we had was quite cold and snowy, and we got lots of minus 20 degrees Celsius days. But when we get into summer, it'll be high 30s up to as much as almost 40 with 100% humidity because of the lake. And it will be terrible. So mostly because of that, I prefer cooler because I can always put on more layers. But when it's 40 degrees and 100% humidity, you can't take off your skin.
Exactly correct. This is the correct take.
Yes.
But we could choose our humidity, right? So I'd go no humidity, dry heat.
Yeah. Then my nose would bleed.
All right. Well, look, 20 degrees.
That wasn't an option. The options are super cold, icy, or extremely hot. You don't get to pick something temperate. You don't get California pre-global warming crisis.
Yeah, you don't get Ireland.
You don't want Ireland. That's just grim. Endless rain, basically. Just depressing.
Yeah, but it never gets very cold there.
Yeah, or very hot, or very dry. No. I'm not going to argue this. It's so depressing there. Fly to Ireland, and then if the sky doesn't look as grey as like the darkest soul you've ever experienced, then yeah, it's a level of grey and misery.
I guess I was lucky for my week in Dublin that it was mostly sunny and nice every day.
I spoke to my family last week, and they said it hasn't stopped raining in 2026. They have not experienced dryness.
Yeah.
It's just got to absorb into your soul at some point.
Your soul becomes moist.
Yeah. Moist and sad.
The Irish way.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, experiencing anywhere from negative 26 to positive 45-ish Celsius here, it's like, yeah, just give me the cold. Even if you can pick how humid it is, and even if dry heat is not as awful to deal with, it's still a danger. At least with cold, when you're in dangerous cold, it at least hurts and you know that you need to get out of it. Dangerous heat, you're just done.
I have to say, though, I have lived vicariously in interesting places watching YouTube videos of people living in like Siberia. And like some of the like requirements for living are very interesting. Like you need to keep your car running all the time under a blanket, or else effectively the engine seizes up and you can't use it. Like so many things like that are just going to be such a pain. I think I'll roll the dice on debt.
Yeah, but if it gets extremely hot, then your car just melts to the sidewalk, or, well, don't drive on the sidewalk.
But yes, I've literally seen cars driving and like leaving a trail of rubber because their tires are melting.
I don't know. I still think that hot is better because as long as I've got plenty of cold water to drink and as long as I can just sweat loads, then I'm just fine. I'd much rather be slightly too hot than slightly too cold.
But then you're just wet anyway, like you were when you were complaining about cold. Like, if you're going to be wet either way. Also, if you're wet when it's cold, you're doing something wrong.
Well, unless it's cold and raining like it is in the winter in the UK.
So when we're talking about super cold, I'm thinking snow and not rain.
Yeah, I know.
If it's warm enough to rain, it's not cold.
Says the two North Americans.
Yeah, we don't live very far apart, do we?
Yeah, your weird continental climate.